What is up, guys? Team Feels here with another deck profile, and today we're going to be taking a look at my ABC deck list. I think that this deck has a crazy amount of potential. The amount of support that it already has, it really helps you extend, especially in your turn 1 plays. And considering you have a pretty decent amount of space for hand traps, it also helps out a lot with that too, because hand traps are pretty important, and I'm playing what I think are probably the best 3 hand traps this format in the main deck. I just think that overall they help a lot with playing through boards and helping you go second if you have to. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into this, and before we do, I want to show you guys, I know last video I talked about the KMC character guard sleeves that I'm using on the extra deck. Oops, I just knocked some of this over, that's okay though. I love these KMC character guard sleeves with the little borders on them. As I said before, you can get them on eBay, but the cool part is the backs of the sleeve. So these are I believe they're the OCG Charmer sleeves for the attributes. I got all the attributes. These are the light ones. I think they're just really neat. I really like these sleeves too, so I definitely am going to use these going forwards more so for the extra deck. When I play on locals, I can double sleeve, which is really nice too. But let's hop right on into the deck profile. So for the pieces, I am playing 3 of each, so 3A, 3B, and 3C. I think that you just need to play 3 of each. I am playing Desires in the deck too, so playing 3 is, in my opinion, fairly necessary and standard. You want to see these pieces, or you want to be able to search them out, and you don't want to worry about banishing them off of Desires. So playing 3 of each is definitely mandatory. Then I do play the 1 Union Driver. You really don't need more than 1 of this card. I mean, if you want to play a second one because you worry about banishing with Desires, you could, but I think playing just 1 is perfectly fine. The second one never comes up, so I just don't play it. Then I have 3 Galaxy Soldier and 1 Photon Orbital. This is a really strong combination with this deck. The 1 card Union Hanger combo is just crazy, so playing this and being able to put out an Infinity before you make a Buster Dragon is really good. Then going on to the hand traps, I'm playing 3 Nibiru, 3 Gamma, 1 Driver, and I'll just grab the other one while I'm at it. We have 3 Imperm. So I think that these are probably the best 3 hand traps that you can play this format. And I'm sorry, there's a glare here with the Imperms. I'm gonna move them a little bit. Oh, it's probably still gonna glare. But I think that these are probably the best hand traps this format to be playing. It just counters the meta where it needs to be countered. It helps you really hit those choke points for decks. That way your opponent can't play through your entire board, or even create their board for that matter, which is even more important. So I really like playing these. If you don't want to play some of them, there are substitutes, obviously. I think that, if you want to make things a little cheaper, you could take out the Imperms and you could play Veilers. But honestly, I think that the Nibiru and the Gamma at the minimum are necessary. The Imperm is interchangeable. But I think that overall, it's a really solid hand trap lineup. Moving into the spell cards though, we have 3 Union Hanger and technically a 4th Union Hanger. And then to make things even more fun, we technically play 3 more Union Hangers. The Unauthorized Reactivation is a crazy card, so in case no one knows what this does, this came from the Machina structure deck. So it says target 1 machine monster you control, equip 1 appropriate machine union monster from your hand or deck to that monster, but the union monster equipped cannot be special summoned this turn. You can only activate 1 of this per turn. So if you don't open up Union Hanger, but you open up a piece, you can just use this and equip the Union Driver from your deck, and your combo is still exactly the same as it would have been with the Union Hanger, which is really cool. Then I have 3 Potted Desires. I didn't feel like grabbing my Ultras. I was really just too lazy. So I had Rares just sitting in here, so I just tossed them in. But Desires is just really good. It helps you get 2 more cards. 3 Triple Tactics Talent. This card is crazy in this deck because you can't play through an excessive amount of hand traps. So if you can either take a card from your opponent's hand, draw 2 more cards that could get you to your combos, or if you could possibly just take an opponent's monster too. Seeing it doesn't target, if you're going second, it will take a Dragoon because it doesn't target. So if your opponent just makes a Dragoon and they pass, and then you bait a negation with something, then you drop the talent and you take the Dragoon and you just keep playing. Then the last 3 cards in the main deck are 1-ofs to Feather Duster, a Monster Reborn, and a Foolish Burial. These don't really need a lot of explanation. They're just really good 1-ofs. Moving on to the extra deck though. Extra deck, I really like the extra deck because there's a lot that you can do with it. The maneuverability is pretty neat. So for some of the Link 2s here, we're playing Union Carrier, Platinum Driver, Masquerena, I think that these are just really, really good utility cards for the most part. Masquerena helps you end on some really neat stuff, and the Union Carrier itself is just really, it's the heart and soul of basically all the combos. The Platinum Gadget in case you have to extend through something, and you just are struggling to do so, and you need like that extra summon. Then I do play the Nightmare lineup with the Cerberus, the Phoenix, and the Unicorn. I really like this. I just like playing Nightmares in ABC. I've always been a firm advocate of it. I just think that overall the cards are really, really good, especially for the discard purpose. That's just absolutely nuts. Then we do play a good chunk of Link 4s, actually. I play 3. So I play an Apollousa, an Avermax, and a Boral Sword. This is interchangeable with Access Code Talker. It's kind of whatever you prefer. I kind of prefer Access Code, but at the same time, Boral Sword is really good for, you know, your fun and lovely OTKs. The Apollousa is also partially interchangeable if you want to play the Access Code Talker. The only time you really make this for the most part is with a Masquerena and like 2 of your materials that you bring back off of Dragon Buster. So like everything's kind of interchangeable for the most part, but that's what I like about it, is that you just have room to change things around if you want to. This is just what I've been playing and what I like. Then we do have our 2 Dragon Buster. This card is just crazy. I think it should be at 3 though, honestly. I really can't stand when Konami puts stuff at 2 and keeps it at 2 for a while. Like, there's no reason for them to keep Toad or Buster at 3 or at 2. Eventually they're going to come to 3 because that's just what they do. They just kind of work their way up the ladder, but at the same time, just put it to 3. Don't be stupid. Then we have Daigusto Emerald and a Tornado Dragon for the rank 4 Xyz monsters. Emerald's really, really important for the Dragon Buster recyclability, and it just gets you a card, which is really good. And Tornado Dragon, I like playing it for back row outs. The other option is to play either Dweller or Exciton Knight, but this is the rank 4 Xyz that I went with, and I really, really enjoy it. Then I just play the Nova and the Infinity for the Galaxy Soldier package, which is really, really good. Being able to make your Galaxy Soldiers into an Infinity before you would go into a Dragon Buster is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, because then your opponent, you know, they try and Nibiru you and you have a negation for it, which is crazy. Moving on to the side deck though, we have 3 Lancia and 3 Droll for some more hand traps. I think that the Lancia and the Droll are probably the most important things to side right now for the most part in this format. They just hard counter a lot of decks, which is really important. Droll especially, I mean, I can't even like weigh these against each other. Like they're both equally so powerful. So I think side decking both of those is very important. Then the other monsters, Pancratops. If you guys are consistent with watching my content, you'll know that I side this in almost every single deck that I play. It's crazy. The card's absolutely nuts. And then for some spells here, 3 Dark Ruler, no more. I think that this card is just absolutely ridiculous. It's so strong. Like, you can play Droplet if you want to, but I prefer to play this because, like, granted you can trigger some of the ABC effects if you send them from field with Droplet. I still prefer to, like, have all my resources, so I opt to go with the Dark Ruler, shut their board out, and then just keep playing. Then I play double Lightning Storm for more back row, and then for other back row I do play 3 evenly. If I could actually line them up instead of drop them, that'd be pretty cool. But I play 3 evenly as well. I just think that you need some back row removal, and I think these definitely do it for you. You don't see an excessive amount of back row decks, but like evenly just destroys Eldritch. Lightning Storm hits a bunch of stuff, and Lightning Storm can be used against other decks too, don't get me wrong. But I just think that these are overall really, really solid choices. But that is the side deck for ABC. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here and hop over and show you guys the 1-card Union Hanger combo that you can do that is really, really crazy. So I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, so here's the 1-card Union Hanger combo that is really, really crazy. This combo is absolutely nuts. So you're going to activate your Union Hanger, which will grab you an A, normal summon A. Union Hanger triggers to equip Union Driver. Banish the Union Driver to equip a B. B's effect will summon itself. You can then link and make a Union Carrier. Now it's very important that you do B Chainlink 1, A Chainlink 2, so your B does not get ashed. So this comes back to hand, and then you get to search for C. You're then going to activate your Union Carrier to equip the Photon Orbital from your deck. You'll then banish the Orbital to grab a Galaxy Soldier, activate the Soldier, pitching C or B, doesn't really matter. Summon it, get the effect to search for another, use the effect, pitching B, summon here, you can then overlay into Nova and then Infinity, and you have all 3 pieces in the grave. So you're just going to banish all 3 pieces, and you're going to make a Dragon Buster. Now keep in mind, this is all off of just Union Hanger, which is really crazy. You can also do the same combo if you open up a piece and unauthorized reactivation. It is the exact same thing. This is all just off of the 1 card, which is absolutely nuts. There are obviously other plays where you can extend even further, but I'm just showing you guys the most basic of basic plays and how to basically execute it, which is really, really fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, deck profile and combo. It's obviously a nice little treat having a combo tossed in there too. But if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And for right now, this is Team Yugi Phils signing out.